Hi, Tylord here with my last pickup video for 2018, and I've acquired a lot of good stuff over the past few weeks. I went to a convention and I got some gifts, found a couple of goodies at the thrift stores, so I want to share that right now before Christmas gets here and I get too busy. Yeah, my wife actually got me this for an early Christmas present. It's for both of us, but I'm the only one who's been playing it. We got it on Black Friday at GameStop because it came with a free gift card, $50 gift card. And with that $50 gift card, I got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch. And I had been playing this on all of my free time. I love this game. This is as good as everyone says. Before I got it on Wii, but I didn't play it because I was afraid I'd get sucked into it and it would destroy all my free time, and that's what it's done now. But the thing is with this thing is I can go hide somewhere and play it. It's not like the Nintendo Wii where it has to be near the TV. I could play this in the car, I could play it in the bathroom, I could play it in bed. Oh man, everything everyone said about this game is true. This is the ultimate. I played a little bit of it before with my wife and my best friend. They each had games going, and I jumped in and helped them out a little bit playing those, but this is the first time I played it from start to finish. I haven't finished it yet, I'm really close. I got the Master Sword last night, and I have about 14 or 15 hearts. I just beat one Divine Beast. I got all the hearts to get the sword before I even fought a Divine Beast. Anyway, if you never played it, that's all just gibberish. But let me tell you, this is the best. Oh man, I didn't think I'd ever say there'd be a Zelda game better than the original for Nintendo, or even Ocarina of Time. But man, let me say I haven't beaten this yet. But from what I played so far, this may be the greatest Zelda ever. It doesn't quite have the dungeon layout like the original games. The big intricate dungeons. It does have hundreds of little mini dungeons called shrines, and the actual divine beasts you fight, they're sort of like dungeons. So you get a good dungeon fix with this. I know a lot of people prefer the old style of dungeons, but man, the style of this game works so good. This game is so big and immersive and just so polished too, like it never hiccups or glitches out or anything, and no load screens when you go into a house, no load screens when you go into a town. It's all seamless. Anyway, I'm sure everyone already knows about this. I'm kind of late to the party. And then I got a wired Mario controller, which feels really good. It came with a really long cable, so when I hook it up to the TV, I can use this. And this thing feels really good. It looks nice. They were out of Zelda ones. Black Friday, these were on sale for $15. I think they're usually $25. So got that. Oh, and then the bonus Explorers edition of Zelda I got for $10 more. It came with a $10 more than the used copy, and it came with a little book, like a little guide. And then Retro Bro turned me on to a really good deal on SD cards. My Retro Bro Pi already has a 128 gig SD card in it, but this daily turned me on to, I think he wanted me to upgrade, but I'm happy with my Pi the way it is. But I did buy this off of Amazon for cheap. I'm going to use it in the Nintendo Switch in case I want to download some games. That should be enough space. Okay, and a good friend at my work who is retiring in a couple of weeks gave me a big box full of DVDs. He didn't want any more. They're mostly his wife's, so they're mostly chick flicks. He gave them all to me. I dug out a couple of them, and I'm going to give the rest to my mother-in-law. Or it's not really my mother-in-law, it's my brother-in-law's mother. So is that my mother-in-law-in-law? I don't know how it works, but I'll probably give all those chick flicks to her. I dug a couple out of them that I liked, or that I thought I might like, or just add to the collection. Dirty Dancing. My wife picked this one out, Date Night. And then the Gaviator. Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Avatar on Blu-ray, and Wall Street. So I got some good ones for the collection now. I got to clean up my collection back there. It's getting kind of cluttered. And then I did a little trade with my good internet buddy, DeadThumbGamer. He sent me a couple of games that I wanted. Bloodwake for Xbox. This is one I always wanted, but I never got it because I always loved Twisted Metal and Vigilante 8. And apparently this is like Twisted Metal on the water, like boats battling on the surface of the water. So got that one. And then Patapon. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it looks like a pretty fun little action rhythmic game. And you can do multiplayer with 4 people. I don't know very many people with PSPs. I love PSP stuff though, and he sent me that. It's all sealed too, so I kind of feel bad about opening it up. Then he sent me a nice letter too. I appreciate you being a cool one. Later player, DeadThumbGamer, DTG. So thanks buddy for all that stuff. I always love adding stuff to my Xbox collection, and I think I might do a collection video on that soon. Okay, and then on Black Friday, I ordered some stuff from GameStop's website. They had buy 2 get 1 free on the retro games, and they had free shipping that day. So I bought some games I've been wanting for. These are games I could have bought for way cheaper if I found them in the wild at yard sales or thrift stores, but they're ones I've wanted for a while, and I can't really find anyone to trade with me, and I can't find them at the thrift stores. So these are some games I wanted, and I ordered them off of GameStop's website. So I spent $50 on all of these. None of them have the cases, but they're games I wanted. Yeah, I spent $50 on these all together. Buy 2 get 1 free. Here's one I've been missing. I had it for... I misplaced my copy of Twilight Princess for GameCube. I can't really do that Wii version. I have the Wii version, but I don't really want to do that nunchuck version. This is the version for me, the GameCube version. I played it for about 7 hours, but then I never got back to it, and then I misplaced it. So I got that one. This one was like $30, but I can't find it anywhere else, and I need to get a label for this, or a box for this. So let me know if anyone has the cover art for this, or even if anyone prints out labels. I don't have a printer. This is just for me, for my collection. I don't care about it being complete in box or anything. But I'd like to have a label for it so it would look nice on the shelf. I like to have the cover art. So hit me up if anyone does prints out labels or anything. Or heaven forbid if you have a spare empty case for this. I doubt it anyone would have that though. Anyway, Twilight Princess, I've been wanting that. And then 2 other games I just wanted to have in my collection because I love them so much. I have many other ways of playing these, but I got Golden Axe for Sega Genesis. I have it on the little 6-pack. And then of course all the compilations have it too, but I just like this game so much I wanted to have my own copy for the original. It didn't have a case again. And then the other one in that was Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy. And this game is near and dear to my heart. I think it plays pretty well. I was really impressed with this. This is the game I played all the time in the car when I was a kid, when we were on road trips, or if I was waiting at an office or waiting anywhere. Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy. It's missing a few characters. It's missing Honda, Vega, and Dhalsim. But other than that, it's really well made for Game Boy. I think it controls really well. It might be kind of slow. It only has 2 attack buttons, but depending on how hard or how long you hit the buttons, depends on how hard the move is, like medium, light, hard. But I think this game controls really well. I started playing it again and I got sucked back into it. I just really love this game. You could go into the music test and listen to the cool 8-bit renditions of the Street Fighter stage themes. I just loved the idea of having this game on my Game Boy back then, and now I have it again, and I was still playing it a lot this week. for another $10, I got some games I'd been wanting. Final Fantasy VIII, no case of course, and Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, both on PlayStation 1. These are some games I've really been wanting to play, especially my buddy Maine-ly Gaming's always hyping this up, and he knows this game in and out, and he knows all the lore and everything. It's kind of getting me pumped up to play it. This is one of the games I missed out on. Final Fantasy VIII always kind of looked cool to me, like kind of more realistic than the other ones. I hear it's not the greatest Final Fantasy, but I kind of wanted to have it. And then speaking of Maine-ly Gaming, I had a little Christmas gift exchange with some of my buddies. Maine-ly Gaming sent me for Christmas one game that I've been wanting, Resident Evil Survivor. I've been looking for this one forever. I haven't really found it for the right price. Maine-ly sent it to me for Christmas, so thanks again, Maine-ly Gaming. Resident Evil Survivor, really cheesy game. It's not really well received. I really enjoyed it though. You could beat it in about an hour, maybe no save points or anything, but it's a short enough game you could beat it all in one sitting. It has a first-person style shooting light gun. I think it was originally made to be used with a light gun. This American version doesn't have light gun support. So you just use the D-pad to aim. But it's kind of a tank control, first-person shooter. I just really liked it. It has the cheesy voice acting you've come to expect. Well, maybe just from the original Resident Evil. This one, the voice acting might even be cheesier than Resident Evil 1. But anyway, I liked it. I'm glad to have this. I'm starting to fill in the gaps in my Resident Evil collection. Anyway, then Corey sent it to me in this nice light gun box. It's cool to have this light gun box. I have the Zapper, the Nintendo Zapper. Looks like it's Spanish or Italian or Portuguese or something. But that's a pretty nice little box. He sent me that in. So then I visited the GameStop behind my house. They had 4 games for $20 that were marked at $9.99 and below. So I thought I'd pick up some Nintendo Wii and Wii U games. Resident Evil Revelations I got. I love this on DS. This is one of my favorite Nintendo 3DS games. This looks like a graphical update. Seems like this would be pretty good to play on the Wii with the little camera that's used in the game. Lego City Undercover. This is one my wife picked out. She loves these type of games. She loves Lego games. She loves open world games. So I got that one. And then Metroid 3 Corruption on Nintendo Wii. I have Metroid 1. I don't really care for it. I really want to beat it though, but I just get really bored with it. But so now I have 3. I wanted to pick up these Wii games before they disappear. And then Super Paper Mario for Nintendo Wii. So I thought that was a good deal. All of these games were under $20. Can add them to the collection. Then my wife and I were lucky enough to go to the Sacramento Gamers Expo. My in-laws watched the kids, so we had some free time. It was kind of like a date. We went to In-N-Out Burger, and then we drove to Sacramento to the Sacramento Gamers Expo. And we got to see the nice museum set up of old-timey games. We got to go to the game room and play some old games. I think I played some Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast. Oh, Donkey Kong on the, I forgot it was the Intellivision, or it might have been the Atari. It could have been Commodore 64. I was playing an old Donkey Kong game, and it was a lot harder than the Nintendo version. I barely went through the game once. Anyway, but they had a nice little game room set up. They had a couple arcades. They had some guest speakers. They had a nice trading room floor. My wife and I picked up some good stuff. Got to look around there for a couple hours. It was fun. We got some free stuff too. We got this Immortal Engines bottle and a little Bumblebee sack. So we spent like $65 there. That's more than I usually spend on games, but I got some good stuff, and it was a special occasion. I haven't been to one of those in a while, those conventions. We had a good time. My wife got one. She'd been looking for Tetris 2. This is one of her favorite, I think it was one of her favorite Game Boy games, but the cartridge quit working. She couldn't find it on Game Boy, but she found it on Super Nintendo. Oh, and I got a Fatal Fury hat for $5. I couldn't pass it up. Fatal Fury is my second favorite fighting game series after Street Fighter. This one I've been looking for. I had it before too. When it first came out, I pre-ordered this thing, Resident Evil Premium Edition for PlayStation 2. I got this for PlayStation, and then I played through it, and then I got rid of it. I don't know why. It has a nice steelbook. It doesn't have the little Ada laser cell in there, but I just really wanted to have this. It has a making of Resident Evil DVD in here too, so it's a nice, pretty little case. I needed to have this, being a Resident Evil 4 fan. And then one I've been looking for forever, and I never want to spend the money on it though. It was $25 there though. Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, and it's kind of beat up. It has the book is kind of beat up, and the cover is sort of beat up, but the game's in good shape. I got it for $25. I love having this now. It has Zelda 2. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask all on one little GameCube disc, and I didn't have Majora's Mask, so I have that now. So I was happy to get that. Resident Evil Code Veronica X was there too. The guy gave us both of them for $28. This is a game I already have on GameCube and Dreamcast, but I kind of wanted to fill out. I've been trying to fill out my Resident Evil collection, so got that. And then towards the end, we had a few more dollars to burn, and they had some. One vendor had 2 Xbox games for $5. I wish I would have gotten more of them, but we were kind of in a hurry to leave. I got Dead or Alive 3 and Dead Island, Xbox and Xbox 360. Got these 2 for $5. I'm sure I could find better deals on those somewhere, but like fighting games like Xbox, I think I had this before, but I don't know what happened to it, so I'm glad to have Dead or Alive 3. And then Dead Island's one I've always wanted to play. I don't know if I'll ever have time for it now, but I just like adding games to my Xbox and Xbox 360 collection. Then the very next day at the thrift store, I never see it, I got Code Veronica again, 99 cents. So I might trade that or give it away. Like, this is a cheap game, but I can never find anyone that wants to trade, and I can't ever find it at the thrift store or anywhere. And if I see it at a shop, I don't want to spend $5 or $10 on it. But so now I finally found this 2 times this month. This one was 99 cents. I couldn't pass it up. So let me know if anyone needs this. I have 2 of them. Okay, then I found Deep Blue Sea, the PAL version, for 50 cents. I just had to get it because it's the PAL region, Deep Blue Sea, and I love cheesy shark movies. This isn't really one of the cheesiest ones. This is probably one of the better made shark movies. It's got Samuel L. Jackson and LL Cool J and Punisher guy in here. And then I found this Fury in Shaolin Temple Kung Fu tape with a Wu-Tang Clan video in there. Yeah, this must be really good. I don't know if I've seen this or not. I've seen the Chamber movies. I don't know if I've seen this or this is part of those. This Gordon Liu guy is the shoot though. And then I have this on DVD, but I couldn't pass this up for 25 cents. Kentucky Fried Movie. This is a hilarious movie. I think the writers of Airplane, a bunch of those satirical comedy movies from the 70s and 80s. I couldn't get enough of this stuff. This movie's hilarious. It just has a bunch of little short skits in it, and it has like a full-length parody of Enter the Dragon in here, which is really hilarious. The guy that plays Bruce Lee in here is hilarious. It's kind of like a spoof of Enter the Dragon, like a spoof of a martial art movie. It's hilarious though. Yeah, and it's got some big names in here. Donald Sutherland and Bill Bixby. Oh, okay, looks like I got through that quicker than I thought I would. Thanks for stopping by. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I'll see you next time. I doubt I'm going to do another one before New Year's, but who knows? I have quite a long vacation that started yesterday, so I'm glad to have 2 weeks off. So, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.